Good evening. Welcome to Down South Football Podcast, man. It's your boy Renard Williams. We got our man David Gardner in the building. Dave, what's going on with you, bro?
Man, that much, man. Still didn't make it to church this past Sunday.
Hold on. We went on last week because of different things. So that means two Sundays for you then, right?
Well, let's see. We went on last week. Yeah, that's two. Because the week before, I had an excuse because I was in
okay.
I was out of town.
But
last week was a bye week for Dave, so it was no excuse. It was just,
I mean, don't tell me, tell Jesus. Don't leave.
Yeah. You can't help me with that.
Hey, you and him supposed to be having your own little thing. I'm supposed to be out of it. I ain't in it. I'm done with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. That's between y'all and whoever. I ain't in it. I ain't in it. But we do want to say, hey, everybody, I know it takes time for people to get on here, but do want to apologize for last week. I'm just gonna say like that, dog. Life be life.
It was all Renault's fault, by the way.
Oh! We doing revisionist history now.
I mean, there's always room under the bus. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Always room under the bus.
Apparently, that's the theme of college football now, just throw people under the bus.
I was once I understood the logic between is always room under there. No one is safe.
So basically what y'all hearing is that David is selfish. This is what I'm hearing, right? That you're completely 100% selfish. But anyway, off of that, how are you, dog?
Hey man, I'm doing good, man. Everything's doing well. Business is doing well. Could always do better. But hey, we just keep grinding every day, man. That's it.
Man, that's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? We can't do too much. Can't do nothing else. Hey, shout out to old man. I brought Omar up in the building. Now, our normal first person to say something.
Yeah,
we gotta say happy birthday.
Yeah. He turned 40 today. He turned 40
I wasn't
today.
Gonna put all that out there, but
he turned 40. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going to put the real age out there.
Yeah,
man, that's a milestone, man. Hey, man, we live in Birmingham, bro. So that's a milestone, man. Every 10 years of your life is a milestone.
Don't do that, dog. Don't be that person. Don't be that person.
I mean, we made national news. I'm just saying, man. It's just Birmingham be Birmingham, and I guess.
Well, I've already been told I don't live in Birmingham, so that what they tell me.
Metropolitan though.
Yeah, metropolitan. Yeah, because you go 5 miles to the east.
Yeah. You better do it. Exactly.
You're gonna be ducking and ducking. But anyway, man, since we didn't get a chance to be on here last week, what was your impressions of this past weekend?
Man. First of all, how did Baylor lose this game?
Y'all gotta understand Dave is a closet Baylor fan. But go ahead.
I am a closet Baylor fan. I really am.
This I know. This we know.
Yes, I'm a closet Baylor. But I can't every week I tune into Colorado and I don't know why. Like I don't know if it's because I want them to lose or I want them to win. I don't know. I think I'd be wanting to lose.
But that's the anticipation. That's the draw to a Colorado, and and so you getting exactly what Prime want. You tuning in, as Prime would say, you're tuning in, baby. Either way.
I mean, he's almost a villain of college football in a sense, because I don't know why I want. Well,
I ain't gonna say almost. I'm gonna say
shut up.
Be quiet. Because I'm in that mood. I'm in that militant mood. So let me chill out. Go ahead.
I mean, when he left Jack State, I had beef with him anyway. Not necessarily he left. It was how he left.
We was there.
So every week I'm like, okay, I want Shedeur to do great. I want Travis to do great. I want Joe Horn to do great. Vontae Bentley. I want these guys to do great. But it's like, I kind of want them to lose too. I've never been like that about a team. Never.
It gets there, man. It happens when it comes to that and everything. But hey, it is what it is right now. It is. But anyway, Man, we in, bruh. See, this is what happens. We in week 5.
Right. Yeah. We're almost to a halfway point. This is fast.
You know, it really hit me today. Like, man, we in week 5.
Yeah.
And we're gonna really be close to getting to halfway point of just regular season. I know about playoffs, of course. I'm just talking about regular season. It's just that's a little hurtful, bro.
I mean, you think about it. I mean, top of the week we'll be at what, October?
Didn't nobody ask you for that.
Yeah, just that fast. We were just on here talking about how we, can wait for it to get back, and just that fast.
Well, you know how it gets once it gets to August. Once it gets to August, it's Merry Christmas.
Right.
I mean, because a lot of us be done for in the fall.
Correct.
We got to spend. We got to get the money. We got to do everything. Got to get ready. Got to get ready for old Saint Nick. Get ready for whoever. We got things we got to do. We got turkeys. We got to smoke.
We do have to smoke the turkey. The annual, we got to do that annually.
I plan on smoking and frying.
Yeah, we got to do both. But I don't. I'm just gonna do one. I don't want them. I don't want no fried turkey. If that thing ain't smoked, I ain't touching it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how all that works out, right? Exactly. See, you both be lying. Anyway, but speaking of money, I want to start the program off. Like I said, we won't be on here a long time tonight because we know it's been a long, like I said, life been lifing the past few days. A lot of y'all gonna catch this after we get off of here live. That's perfectly fine. We understand. We didn't say nothing. We ain't do no advertising. We just said we need to go and do it. Speaking of money, let's talk about Matthew Saluka. At UNLV. Of the number 23 ranked. UNLV 4-0, 3-0.
Yeah, because of me. They was there because of me. Because of me.
What you mean because of you?
I'm speaking as the quarterback. I'm speaking on his behalf right now.
It wasn't because of him, but moving on. Nothing because of him. Maybe in spite of. Apparently there was an agreement that was supposed to be, but we live in our NIL world. And one day we're going to have a show on this. Actually, I found someone else that wants to come on the show, and she's pretty informative about NIL also. Okay. Apparently there was $100,000 agreement made. Mm-hmm. Part of the reason why he transferred from Holy Cross to UNLV, and they agreed to it back in the early the year, and he transferred, and up to right now, of that $100,000, he had only received $3,000. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And after 3 games, Matthew said, "All right, y'all want to do it? Peace. I'm about this thing. I ain't got time to be dealing with y'all. I'm done. I am over with. I am over it. I'm done." A lot of back and forth. Come to find out that the $100,000 was a verbal agreement made by an assistant coach, and not really with the actual collective and everything that kind of goes. So it's a whole big mess, right? But the thing about the mess that's kind of killing me, and then that's the part I want us to talk about, is he said he's done because of the promises that are made around NIL. Now, we all know the NIL part is out of control. Not for 60-70% of the people, but for a lot of people. It's out of control of what they're asking for, what they're looking at. Some of y'all demanding $250,000. And I'm like, to do what? But anyway, or more, they try to say he came back for money. That's been debunked and debriefed and all that kind of stuff like that. I want to know, if everything is going on, we don't have to rehash the whole story anymore. What is your personal feelings about where we are, or where he was with this on this situation with the quarterback?
At first, on the surface, when you look at it, you look at the title, quarterback leaves UNLV because of NIL, whatever the case may be. On the surface, your average Joe would be like, man, they just college football has changed and things of that nature, which college football has changed. That's true. Some people may be like, man, it ain't about the love of the game no more. Well, that could also be true as well.
Amateurism is dead.
It's dead. Here's my thing.
Okay.
If if you the coach or if you the assistant coach, and we having a conversation, say, hey, if you come to my school, you're gonna get $100,000 NIL deal. All right, that's what you tell me. That's why I leave my current situation to come to you. Now, once I get there, 3 games, I only got what you say, $1,000, $3,000, was $1,000?
$3,000.
He
only received $3,000.
You're $97,000 short at this point. So here's my thing. My take on is this. See, things are changing now because if I don't go to class if I don't go to class, then they're gonna rule me ineligible. I can't play. If I miss practice, guess what? I'm gonna get suspended. I can't play. If I miss a team meeting, guess what? I'm suspended. I can't play. If I don't give the effort you want me to give, guess what? You're gonna pull me out. Here's my thing. Now it's holding the schools accountable or those coaches, whoever make that deal. If you don't have the bag, guess what? I can't come.
But see, that's the problem. The coach can't negotiate for him.
Hey,
not yet.
Right.
It's about the past.
Exactly. So, no, I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna burn my eligibility, and I'm not gonna get my money because I came here for the money. So no, I'm not gonna burn my eligibility. What I'm gonna do is I already knew in my mind I was gonna make that decision after 3 games if I ain't have my money. Because I didn't want to burn my bridge. So yeah, I'm gonna take my red shirt, and I'm gonna move on because NIL makes the school. It puts the school on the hook for, of course they was on the hook for scholarship, but they handle in a total different sector. But now you can't come out here making these promises and you don't fulfill, because if I don't fulfill my end of the bargain, there's a consequence for me. So now that's a consequence for them. So I'm cool with it. Because if it was my son and we went to Las Vegas, and cause I already put this $100,000 in my budget, and now I ain't got it, nah, we ain't gonna burn that year. Because you can't get that year back.
Well, here's the thing where I am with it. And even more of the story is that they went down every path that they could go down. Number one, the assistant coach cannot handle on the part of, he can't make that agreement with that. And even with that, that's why they was trying to work something out with him, which is why they got the 3,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were trying to continue to work something out with him. I'm definitely not defending none of them. But, the first story that came out was that he was asking for extra money and all types of, no. He wasn't asked for that. He was just asking for what was agreed to. The whole thing was handled wrong. Now, I will say this. People have to understand when we deal with NIL, you got to take your personal feelings out of it. And this is the thing that I've been seeing across the whole college football world, from a lot of people saying a lot of stuff. You're speaking from a place you don't know nothing about. Now, there are people who speaking about that know about it. And I know who those people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, who to trust, but a lot of people are saying something like, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. No. There was an agreement that was made, and it didn't come through. It didn't hold up the right way. And I understand there's people in there who are deeper in this process than a lot of the average Joe public. But it's going to look bad for them. It's going to look bad for UNLV one way or the other because of the way this story came out. Now, the thing about the NIL that's really not concerning to me, because I already know where it is. We know exactly where it is. We're not even going to get deep into it and speak on it today. But I will say this. There was already a player last year who basically was attempted to sit out because he didn't get it, because he was unhappy with his NIL. I'm talking about right before the game.
Mm-hmm.
In a Power 5 conference. I ain't going to take it no further. Now, things got worked out, but it happens. People have got to get out this fantasy world of amateurism. They got to get out this. We are in the business world now. And things like this are going to happen. I know if you hear Alabama or Auburn or Alabama A&M or whatever, you think school, education, amateurism, you think that's not what we are.
Yeah.
When I told it, what I think I said it 3 years ago, Dave, once you take it to the court and you bring the court into it, we are no longer in a place that we know.
Right.
So, but anyway, just wanted to hit on that for a second, man, because it's a big story. And then also with that story, you got Bear Alexander, the transfer from Georgia at USC. You know, we seen that already. Basically, you know, he's sitting out, he's redshirting. These kids are business people now. These kids have agents. You got NIL in high school. This is not your father's Clemson. This is not your daddy's South Carolina. This is not your father's Ohio State. This is not where we are in the world of sharing and revenue. And now that the House cases are hopefully about to get settled, you're going to see this thing where they're going to have to come like, okay, the schools are going to get $22 million to spend, and that's going to be it. And that's going to be one way they got to get control of what's going on out there, because it's the wild, wild west. It really is. It really is the wild, wild west. And there is a couple of people that I would like to get on to talk about it even more. Hopefully with time that can settle down a little bit and get these people on here and let them. I think it's a big education for people to know, because people are just thinking about school. Think about like all these kids getting all this money. They see the Bijan Robinson last year in a Lamborghini and all the type of stuff. That ain't his.
Yeah. And that don't happen for everybody.
Right. There's not a Bijan Robinson, a Shador, a Travis Hunter at every school, a Jalen Milroe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have these athletes at every single school. That wasn't the purpose of what NIL was supposed to be. But no, now NIL is used for pay for play, used for recruitment, used for a lot of things. People gonna find a way to beat the system. But that's just what it is. You got any final thoughts before we move on?
I mean, I think that one thing I do want to bring up before we get too far into this is that, man, shout out to Teddy Keaton and the Clock Atlanta family, man.
I was going to do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure that was on your on the doc. I didn't want to get it lost, man. But shout out to them, man. Great win. Comeback victory. Teddy, we heard the halftime speech. Matter of fact, we're gonna have you on here so you can recite it word for word. But yeah, man, great win.
Yes. Shout out always. You know, they already calling me a groupie. Look, man, that's my brother. That's my brother. You know, they say a brother from another mother. That's my brother. Yes, I am a Clark fan. Like I was an Allen fan. Wherever he go, that's where we going. Matter of fact, we got to figure out the day that we going over there to see them in person. But I hope y'all know, man, that my brother been grinding. He's really grinding. He is a builder of programs, a raiser of men. Not really a raise. Is raising great young men. Just made up a word. And done all those kind of things, man, and doing great things at Clark Atlanta, and he's doing it the right way. And he's doing it the way that it needs to be done, man. Shout out to Clark. Shout out to David Wright, the quarterback that transferred with him from Allen. He don't do nothing but continue to set records. They got a couple of dogs on the outside that's doing their thing. I'm super dope proud of him, man. And I'm telling you, as soon as I get that Clark Atlanta merch, y'all gonna see it on here. I'm telling you. Oh, speaking of merch.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah. Y'all see it.
Renard got some new merch. It's one of one right now.
It's one-on-one right now. College football and with the DSL logo.
Yeah, with the logo on it. Yeah.
With the logo on it. Yeah. I know this is all thanks to David Gardner. Renard ain't got nothing to do with this. Man, it's all thanks to David Gardner. All I had was the idea. David Gardner did all the execution. I can't take that away from him. It's all him. So, but anyway, you want to talk about a couple things?
I mean, I think I'm ready to get back. I mean, let's get into some games, man.
We ain't gonna keep the people on tonight. We know we've been absent. We understand. Y'all gonna see some shorts and some other things from us speaking on this game, on some games, and speaking on some other things or whatever. There was supposed to be a couple people that was here tonight. Schedules got in the way, not because it's not an effort, but it's the busy time of football season right now for a lot of people. It's a humongous busy time. So we understand where we at and what's going on. So I will say this. The first game, we don't have the banner for everything today.
Okay.
But I want to start off with no, I'll let you pick, Dave. Where you want to start at?
Hey man, I think I'm gonna start.
It don't matter where.
Probably where you were gonna start.
Where was I gonna start at?
Man, the team that I just love so much, but I hate them just as much. Where the Buffs at, man? Bring the Buffs to the floor.
Well,
bring the Buffs to the floor.
Since you brought them up.
And I mean, we kind of got on their colors too. I mean, you got the black and gold.
I got the black and gold on, even though it looked like purple on the screen for some reason. Might have been the light, but yeah, this is black and gold.
You do it on this side.
I'm just saying it looked purple on my screen over here. Probably this monitor, you know.
Yeah, Colorado Buffaloes, come to the floor, please.
All right, who we got here? We got Colorado versus UCF. What are your feelings on this game?
Do we have a spread on that one?
Yes, Colorado by 5.5.
They lying. Colorado is not going to go to Central Florida and get a dub, bro. No, they're not going to do
it. Excuse me. Gave you the wrong spread. I apologize. Okay. Spread is UCF minus 14.
Oh, there you go. That sounds that's kind of what that's what I was saying.
Like I said, life been lifing. Y'all gotta play. Excuse me for 1 week. We ain't got all the graphics right now, but we want to make sure we came to y'all. So go ahead, Dave.
Hey, listen. I've been watching Colorado and I've been peeping in on you at UCF. Colorado, man, they are just. I think right now they're a middle of the road team. Like I think that they would probably. I saw one graphic where they were predicted to lose the remainder of their game. So they're going to probably be underdogs from here on out. Which looking at their schedule, I understand why. They just got to find some consistency, man. Not all their games going to come. I mean, they snuck out of this last one. Should have had an L, but I mean, it's football. So that's why you got, you play every play. They made more plays than the other team. Now, when you got players that they do have some great skill guys, got arguably the best quarterback in college football. Some people may say. So you always going to be in the game. But I just
repeat that last statement you said one more time.
I said arguably they have the best quarterback in college football. Arguably. Somebody might I mean, somebody may make that argument, but I tell you what. He's top 3.
No, I was just joking with you. I just had to do that.
I know, but he's top 3. And
as much as they try to hate him, yes.
Yeah, he's top 3. First round, I think he'll go first round. But so you're always in the game. But yeah, he
okay, that's a different discussion right now. Let's go ahead.
I mean, if his last name was Lewis, he may not, but he's gonna go. He'll go first.
Okay, well, go on.
No, I'm taking UCF, man. I think UCF, they've been consistently building, especially since Gus got there. I think they're undefeated at the moment. So, yeah, give me you. I'm gonna roll with UCF, man. I just think they're gonna be more consistent than Colorado.
Okay, I feel you on that. All right. I'm gonna roll with UCF. I'm not putting my neck on the line for Colorado. I like y'all. Y'all good. I mean, I like. Of course, I love Travis. Been loving Travis since we've seen him in person, Jackson State Day. I think Shedeur is, I think he's developing into a great quarterback. If I really would love to see what he could do with a solid line. When he could just sit back there and read and really let it rip and not have so many, wild card plays, but I just feel like Gus is building down there, and I just feel like where they at with everything, man. Give me UCF. Give me them Golden Knights. Shout out to my cousin Vince, UCF alum. He loved them boys to death. So I say give me give me UCF.
Yeah, I agree.
See, I wasn't even gonna go there first, but see, you making me go there.
I mean, I could have said Auburn.
That would have been a short conversation.
Right.
Even though that's later. But moving on to another game. How about this one? Gotta grab this one. Number 20 Oklahoma State versus number 23 Kansas State. Kansas State is a 5-point favorite. I call him with the blonde hippie in the back. 11 a.m. ESPN. What you looking at on this one?
This is gonna be a darn good game. I really believe Kansas State is gonna pull it out. They showing me a little bit more consistency, I should say, than Oklahoma State right now. I think they both come in here with 3-1.
Yes,
right.
3-1. Yes, 3-1. Yes.
So this could be quote unquote lose or leave town, but in the sense of conference championships concerned. So this is a really big game for the Big 12. You have two kind of favorites coming in here to win the conference, and then now they got to face off. Which that's the great thing about the Big 12. They've been rolling like this head to head, no sides. So it makes the conference even more interesting. But I believe Kansas State is playing a little bit more consistent than Oklahoma State, and they're in Kansas State. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with Kansas State on this game.
Omar asked the total. The total over under is 57.5. So take that for what you want. Our boy Avery Johnson, I think that's his name. Not that Avery Johnson, but this Avery Johnson. That's our boy name at the I call him, that's the quarterback for OK State. Kansas State. Of course, Ollie Gordon is still there with OK State. You know what I'm saying? He's going to continue to do his thing, but I think I've watched Kansas State play and I watched Oklahoma State play, and without knowing all the adjustments that will be made and not going into any coaching and nothing like that, I just like Kansas State better. I'm with you. I'm really with Kansas State on this one. I'm gonna go with Kansas State, and then we'll see exactly what happens. I just think they are more explosive on the offensive side than OK State can be. Even though Ali is there, and Ali's a great back, but it seems to be OK State. No, okay. Oh, I keep saying it again. Kansas State seems to be more consistent on that other side of the ball. So I'm a roll with them. I mean, that's kind of how I feel about that one. So, is that okay with you?
Hey man, it echoes what the what I say. It echoes what the what the line says. So yeah.
I mean, it ain't always the line ain't always right. You know that, right?
They're not, but they're more right than wrong.
Well, I don't know about that. You can ask Vegas.
Hey, and that's why they got all those pretty lights out there in that place you like to go visit.
Well, they had them pretty lights out there because of one thing. You take a game like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What they like to do is they're going to set that line to where they want betting on both sides, so they don't lose.
Right.
They don't like putting out those 38-point lines or them high lines, but they put them out in hopes that you're going to take that high line, and all it takes for the other team to do is just buck up a little bit, and then you don't make it. You might still win the game. Let's say the line is 40.
Mm-hmm.
You still might win the game 45-7.
Right.
So then guess what? They want you to do enough to put money on both sides. That's one thing about Vegas. They're going to do enough to put money on both sides. Well, now, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
We got a little battle out in Jerry World.
Yeah, I'm still struggling now.
You still struggling now? Well, let me go and ask you this. It's Arkansas versus Texas A&M. Okay? Texas A&M is a 5.5-point favorite. At Jerry World, 2 new quarterbacks. Not new. Taylor Green is not new, but the other guy that stepped in for Connor Wigman is new, but he showed out last week. What is your thoughts on this game going into it?
I don't know what Texas A&M we're gonna see.
Okay.
Because I really don't know what Texas is. I don't really know what their identity is right now.
They don't either.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm kind of struggling now. But Arkansas, I think we got a little bit more consistent pitcher with them. They can make plays on offense, and they play good defense too. Which I think Texas A&M plays great defense as well. But
shout out Travis Will, shout out T Will for what the boys doing down there, man. Shout out T Will. I always want to see him succeed. But go ahead.
So with that being said, man, I think, and it is not at the 12th man, so you're a neutral site. So you got Arkansas, you got Texas A&M, so it can't get more neutral than where it is. So, man, I'm gonna roll with Arkansas, bro. I think they're just probably playing a little bit more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of understand a little bit more on offense what they're trying to do versus Texas A&M. I think they still they're trying to identify where they are, and I think Arkansas defense is going to step up, which I like Texas A&M defense as well. But the Arkansas defense is going to step up. So give me Texas A&M. Arkansas. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna roll with Texas A&M. Watching Arkansas and watching Texas A&M, let's just be a little bit truthful. Green is a great athlete, and old boy is a great athlete, but he runs that Texas A&M offense better than what Green runs that Arkansas offense at. Now I like the defense on Arkansas, I really do, but they got some people hurt. And I think Texas A&M is finding their way with their quarterback. And let's just keep it a buck. If you don't turn the ball over 5 times, dude don't fumble going into the air zone, we probably talking about a different result. Who knows? Mm-hmm. But I am gonna roll with Texas A&M. That's just me personally. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take Texas A&M in the point. So,
whoa. You taking what?
I'm talking about me personally. I said I'm taking Texas A&M plus the points.
So you taking them to lose, but still?
No. What I'm saying is that, like, if I'm just talking about not on here, just in general, just in betting, I'm taking Texas A&M, not just straight up. I'm just taking Texas A&M to cover that 5.5.
Okay, they're the favorite, right?
Yeah, they're the favorite. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah, I think they're gonna handle that 5.5 when it comes down to it. That's just me personally. I'm really feeling them right now. I think they're really gonna get their stuff together. Since before we got one more other game to get to, it's a new weekend. It's SWAC weekend.
Yeah, we got some SWAC games.
We got some SWAC game this weekend. Now, starting off, speaking of Teddy, can this team bounce back? Bama State at Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, man.
2:00 p.m. It's on HBCU Go. If you don't have HBCU Go, you can download it, free app. Watch the games for free. So,
I think they had Montgomery, right?
No, they had Bethune.
Okay. Bama State should win this game. They really should. I think they're gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna because right now with Bethune, man, can you bounce back, bro? Like really, that's an ego thing, a pride thing.
They already want the coach gone, bro.
Right. Hey, I mean, it's just so much going on, man.
I'm like, why y'all gonna let Woody out the door like that, man?
Yeah.
Like, anyway, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Bama State because I'm still looking at them as being one of them, even though the quarterback situation, but shoot,
it's been better than what I thought.
You're right, exactly. Probably better than a lot of people thought.
Exactly, so, I know. I think I think they have everything to deal with that. You're gonna roll with Bama State, right?
Yeah.
This is not even a question for me. Give me Bama State by 2 touchdowns. I respect Bethune-Cookman for what they were doing and everything. I mean, like I said, they had Ted and them on the ropes. And like I said, they had them on the ropes, but Ted and them came back. Huge win for another D2 school, beating a Division I school. I think it's 100% great. But I'm definitely taking Bama State in this one. I just have zero faith in Bethune right now, even though the game is at Bethune. I haven't heard anything about that game being postponed or anything.
No, that one had now Alabama A&M and FAM is.
Now, I know A&M and FAM is, yeah, because they already took their game off the schedule.
Yeah, they supposed to be moving it to Sunday. Last I heard. Now I don't know if they just did it all together, but they're on the same side of the conference, right?
Yeah. So they got to play one way or another. So
yeah, I last I saw, I'm gonna check ESPN, but last I saw, they said they was moving it to Sunday. So
okay. Well, while you checking on that, the next game is Alcorn at Mississippi Valley State. What is it now?
I think you're right because they're not even showing it in this week schedule. So I don't know where they're gonna make it up at. So yeah, I don't even see it.
They have to deal with that. So we have Alcorn at Mississippi Valley State.
Alcorn State by how many?
Can I finish?
No, you can't.
Yes,
Alcorn State
Central on the SWAC.
But you know what? No, you got to watch
+2.
Gotta watch Mississippi Valley, man. They're not.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I like Mississippi Valley State. Y'all cool. Shout out to Aaliyah. I don't know if she's still out down there at Mississippi Valley State. Shout out to a lot of folks that we know down there. But I'm sorry, bro. I'm no.
I understand.
All Alcorn. All of it. Sorry, that's who I'm with on that one. And then this next one's gonna be Prairie View versus Grambling, 6:00 p.m. Central. That one's on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, man, give me Grambling on that. I think Grambling playing some good football. Give me Grambling.
Yes, I'm going with Grambling too. I got 2 words for you: Miles Crowley, and I'm done. That's it. No Prairie View. A lot of people picking Prairie. I'm not saying they're a horrible team. I'm just saying that I think it's going to be. I'm definitely rolling with Grambling. Shout out to our girl Yard Talk. You know, she's up anything Grambling. Yes.
But if we talking about bands, give me Prairie View.
Well, we ain't talking about bands.
I mean, I'm just saying. I just got to throw that out there.
Okay. Well, who you taking in this band matchup then? We got Jackson State University at Texas Southern. 6:00 p.m. Central, same time, ESPN Plus. Who you taking in that battle, dog?
Well, my pick for the band is gonna be the same as for the football team. I think Jackson State can get out of here. I think Jackson State can get out of here.
You are doubting the Ocean of Soul.
The Ocean of Soul has, as far as a band's perspective, they have great arrangements. I love the arrangement, but expectation is not there. Jackson State has over 40 trombones and over 50 trumpets. Give me Jackson State in the band. Football team, I think Jackson State can bounce back, man. They lost to Grambling last week.
Andrew Body still ain't at Texas Southern, right?
No, he's not.
He's not at Texas Southern, right?
No, he's not.
I believe in Coach up there in Jackson State. Our boy, I believe in him. Yes, going with Jackson State. I think they win by about 10.
Yeah, I think TD gets the dub there.
Yeah, I think Jackson State get the dub on that one. So shout out to the SWAC for getting the play started, and we almost in. You already know what season we almost in. Not only about in conference season, but we in homecoming season almost. Yeah, I think the first homecoming is this weekend for a lot of people. I got that list of all the homecomings that you know that's going on. But there's one more game we want to talk about, and then we're gonna let everybody go because you know we ain't been on here. We got to work our way back in the graces of people.
We got another game.
We got one more.
It's another game being played this weekend.
Yeah, it's a lot more game being played this weekend. We just trying to condense it down a little bit, you know, because we'll be back soon. So, but yeah, there's a game. Matter of fact, it's close to me. Yeah, it's probably about 30 minutes from me. 23, depending on who drives. Now, if I drive that in this weekend, it might be 3 hours. But y'all already know what we're talking about. We're talking about number 2 Georgia versus number 4 Alabama. Y'all already know what the deal is going to be. The showdown in T-Town. We got 1. Georgia's favored by 1. Basically, we got a toss up. Over under is 50.5. ABC, 6:30 p.m. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be crazy. If the weather hold up, might just ride down there Friday. Matter of fact, last time, like we did last time, that was Alabama, Texas. Me and Aisha went down there last year and just hung out and had a great time for a little while. We might just ride down there again tomorrow. Well, tomorrow Friday, right?
Tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah, might just ride down there again, man, because it's a great atmosphere, a lot of stuff going on. I know game day gonna be there, and SEC Nation supposed to be there. No, SEC Nation's in Auburn. Game day supposed to be there, and a couple other shows are supposed to be there, but it's going to be a crazy atmosphere. And for this game, I will say this before you start: injuries are going to play a big thing because Georgia, the monster back is out for Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
He's out. Tate Rutledge on the offensive line, potential first or second round draft pick in the NFL, the leader of that line. He's out. There's a lot of things going on, but I will just say this. Tell me what you think about in this game. We can end it on that, and then just tell me what you think about so far in this abbreviated edition that we had to do today.
Well, I think that, like you said, you got a lot of injuries on the Georgia side. Last time these two teams faced, you had a lot of injuries on the Georgia side. But what you did have on the Alabama sideline was Nick Saban. Here's what you don't have this time. Nick Saban.
Here we go.
Yeah. But you do have Kirby. And if Kirby is going to stake his claim, if there ever was a time, this is the perfect opportunity to do it. First year Nick gone, somebody got to step up and be the guy in the SEC. Can't let the newcomer do it. Kirby.
It can.
Kirby, listen to me.
Kirby ain't listening. He's too busy studying film. Go ahead.
Kirby, if anybody hear you, if anybody out there can hear me, get this message to Kirby. Kirby, we need this win.
This week crap.
Yeah, we need this win. All right.
You got a Georgia Bulldog shirt now I don't know nothing about?
Might be the order flag. But listen.
Oh,
but no, for real though. I
order the flag. They finna go on a losing streak.
You ain't lying. All my team.
I wasn't going there today.
But I think that in my heart of hearts, I think Kirby can pull it out. He doesn't have to look at his mentor on the other sideline. I think that he's going to be loose. He's going to be ready to play.
Kirby ain't never lose.
That defense, man, that defensive line Georgia got, God, dog, one of some of the most massive human beings I've ever seen in my life. Man, I'm rolling with Georgia simply because I think that you could probably get a little bit more consistency on the line play. On their defensive line, I give them the plus on their defensive line versus Bama defensive line. Offensive line, I'm still going to get them the plus because I don't believe in Alabama offensive line. So I already know you're going to roll with Bama. I already know what you're going to do. You don't never pick against Bama. You know that?
Because I'm smart?
No.
I've actually picked against Bama before, and when I did, they got the shit beat out. The team I picked got the shit beat out.
So that's probably why you don't.
No, serious. On both sides of the ball. Here's my questions going into this game. Just a couple. I have a lot of them. I'll just say a couple of them. On the Georgia side, with what I say is being missing, and the fact that we know Beck can sling it, who's catching it? Who's going to show up for them? Because there is no more Brock Bowers. Even though Delp is whatever his name is. He's a good tight end. He ain't Brock. You already going to be without another one of your receivers. Who's going to step up and make the plays for him? Who's going to establish themselves with Georgia to do that? The Kentucky game, I'm not worried about that. Georgia has that game every year. Everybody freaked out about that game. I'm like, they do this every year. Why do y'all care? They won the game. And they're going to adjust and they're going to get better because of the kind of offense that they run. On the defensive side, I'm not as sold all the way as I normally would be. Offensive line wise, like I said, that concerns me. That's from Georgia. For Bama, I think being at home is a huge advantage for Milroe. Really do. The crowd being there and Let's just be real.
Miro is gonna have to throw through some tight windows.
Look, the two DBs that scare me the most is Malachi Starks compared to what's on the other side. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that matchup wise, if Alabama can get the running game continuously going and get Georgia back on their heels, then it's going to be a very interesting game. I think there's going to be a lot of ebbs and flows in this continuous game right here.
Only running game they got a chance of getting going is maybe Miro. That's it.
So you don't think Miro gonna run the ball? That's part of what's the name offense. He gonna do that.
It's not gonna be no take snap, hand off. No.
See, I put like this. I think you got more confidence in Georgia defensive line. Not saying they're not good. I think you got more confidence in Georgia defensive line than I do. I usually have all the confidence in them.
Yeah, I now it's me. I got all the confidence in them.
I don't have all the confidence with them.
What I've seen from this Alabama team reminds me of a previous Alabama team.
Okay.
Where Bryce Young was there. If they couldn't big play you.
Now that part is very true.
If you
they have not been consistent.
Right. If they can't hit a big shot, then get your punt return team ready.
I will say this, Dave. These two teams make NFL teams look like small soldiers. I see these Negroes they put out on these lines. And I be want to ask them what y'all be feeding them in the offseason.
Yeah, they massive.
Because I mean, despite everything, I just like watching them play. Because I'm like, man, these dudes is moving. Now I will say Alabama linebackers, yeah, them cats can move. Them cats got some things. It's gonna be a real interesting matchup, man. Right now, I'm gonna pick Alabama because the whole national media is picking Georgia. I'm gonna pick Georgia because everybody's picking Alabama. Everybody right now is on Alabama hard. I'm gonna pick Georgia right now. That don't mean that we won't be back 30 minutes before the game on Saturday. I'm just saying right now, and I'm talking about close. I'm talking about 28-27. Kick the field goal and walk off.
Could be. I'm not really looking for that. I'm not really expecting that kind of drama.
I want that kind of drama. I get all this build up.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't want no blowout, bro. I get a blowout. I'm be
no, I don't think it'll be a blowout, but I mean, I think I think
Georgia offense has something to prove to me, especially since He-Hulk ain't back there. Now, the true freshman they got from Cali, that dude he's legit. But I'm concerned more about their line. And because of the fact that Kirby has never seen the stunts and everything that Womack is going to bring. Because one thing he can do, he can coach defense. I will give him that. But their offensive line kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Georgia does have injuries. But again, it's Georgia. You're talking about a team that's been top in recruiting since Kirby hit the door. So there's going to be depth there. There's always somebody else. We just don't.
Yes, there's always somebody. That's why I think it's such a even crazy matchup. Because it's going to be athlete for athlete. That's why it's hard to say right now. I think Georgia. I'll wake up tomorrow and be like,
if Georgia don't win this game, I'll never pick Georgia again against Bama.
You think it's that big of a difference?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, every time I pick Georgia against Bama will win.
Well, you never.
When has Georgia beat Bama?
One time for the national championship.
Did they win?
Yeah, they won that one. Because Kirby is 1-5 against Nick.
Because I remember Tua throwing a touchdown.
Yeah, you can look it up. He's 1-5 against Nick.
Okay.
So it's the national championship. Because remember, he lost in the SEC championship. That's when Big Boy was out of shape.
Did they win the year with DeAndre Swift was there?
What was it? 2017, 19?
Was that the year they won? I think that was the SEC championship they played in.
And they played in the SEC championship. I remember they played SEC championship, and then
that was the year Yeah, Bama didn't win. I don't think they might be the year they didn't win the conference, but ended up coming win the national championship.
Let's go back. Let's just look at all of them. December 2nd, 23. Of course, we just know that one. That was 27-24.
Right.
That
was Bama.
Yeah.
Right.
That was just last year. Okay. Results. Where you at? Here we go. All right. No, I don't need them results. Okay. Because if you look, I think it was like 18 when they started to play them, something like that. Yeah. Alabama 26, Georgia 23. December 1st, 2018, that's SC Championship. Alabama 35, Georgia 28. October 17, 2020, Alabama 41, Georgia 24.
Mm-hmm.
December 4th, 2021, SC Championship, 41-24, Bama. Then in that playoff, that's when Georgia won because they beat them 33-18 in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then the only one they've lost, so that's the only one they've won. And then they lost last year 27-24. This is why they've always said, he's owned them for a while.
Yeah, he meaning who?
Saban, because he's 1-5.
And where is Saban at now?
I don't go by that.
That's my point exactly.
Saban.
Give me them Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh Lord!
Give me them.
This is what happens.
And I'm gonna put some sauce on it because they cover.
We under emergency declaration for Helena.
So wasn't that?
President Biden approves emergency declaration for Alabama amid Helena. Whatever Helena, how you want to say her name?
Helena. Oh, for the hurricane.
We under a state of emergency.
Wait a minute.
Now I knew Georgia and South Carolina and all them was, but because it's on the eastern side of it. It's like we don't went from games to what? Let me shut up. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I already said I want them Bulldog.
I got you. But like I got you. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm just not on either side. I'm really, really not. But I can sit here and make arguments for both ways. But anyway, we've talked enough. We weren't supposed to talk this long today. Once again, we apologize. I promise you we're going to get our together. Hopefully, life stop life. And I want to give a shout out to a couple people that was supposed to be on, like our boy Clint Lamb. He tried, but his schedule is so busy, man. And when we didn't know exactly when we were going to be able to go. And like I said, we already gave a shout out to Teddy, man, and everybody. And just for the ones that tune in, I know a couple of them watch it later. We're going to try to get better and more consistent with everything that we got going on, man. And if y'all know anybody that do graphics, y'all know how to find us on social media. You know what I'm saying? If you know anybody do graphics, do all that stuff, let us know. Let us know. There's expansion going on. I don't know, Dave. Will this shirt ever be available? I doubt it.
It could be. I mean, but that's on you. That's up to you. That's totally up to you.
It ain't up to me. It's going to depend on the demand.
It's up to you. I mean, that's your one-on-one. I mean, if you want to share that with the world, that's totally up to you.
Oh, I don't care if they want to buy one. Well, they might want it in white. I mean, we got the white sitting over here too.
I figured you were gonna do that.
What, the white?
I figured you gonna bring the white into it.
Oh yeah. I gotta put it on a sweatshirt. I got a hoodie coming up, something. Gotta put it on something, man. I need more of that. Since we're gonna be playing football to January 20th, I gotta represent for a while.
Got plenty of time, though. Yeah.
I ain't got no plenty of time. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Like I said, we just want to come on in. I know it's very impromptu. We appreciate those that's gonna watch this now. Appreciate those that are gonna watch it later, man. Shout out to Quintel for his birthday. Shout out to O keep striving, man. Y'all continue to keep praying for each other, man. Y'all stay safe in this hurricane, even if it's just winds and just a lot of rain. Wherever you living, wherever you are, y'all stay safe, man. Promise to you, we'll be back sooner than what you think. I got you. Things are changing. Things are getting better. But David Gardner, you got anything, man?
Man, I have nothing, man. Just can't wait to get to Saturday, brother.
He talking that talk now. He ain't gonna leave it. He ain't gonna. Are you cooking some ribs?
Ribs. Wait a
Did
minute.
I stutter? Oh man, come back. Did I stutter?
Yeah, I mean, you gonna even be in town this weekend?
Oh yes, I'm going to be here. I wasn't the one that was supposed to be gone. Remember?
Yeah, it was me, wasn't it? Yeah.
Remember, Hyundai has my car hostage.
That's right. That's true. Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll talk about that.
We'll figure it out.
We'll talk about that later. Man. All prayers to all y'all, man. Y'all stay safe out there. We'll be back soon. I know we owe y'all after dark. We already know all the stuff that we owe you. I promise you. Just continue to hang with us, man. Shout out to Jared, because I know he's gonna see this later. Shout out to a lot of y'all, man. Quintel, everybody else. Y'all have a good night, man. We about this thing. Peace.